Hello, it's 3:11 p.m. and I am BP311. These are the weekday sports picks for BP311 on Wednesday, May 18th, 2022. I'm going to try to make this more of a normal time for me when I do the weekday sports picks show. Now, when I do this week in sports betting and I have guests and things like that, it's going to be all over the place. But I like to keep this time, not every day, can't do it every day. But when I can, more often than not, when I do the weekday sports picks instead of this week in sports betting, I'm going to try to do it most days. Tomorrow, I'll be golfing. So, Das Diggity, welcome in. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining us live. If you're joining us after the fact, just keep in mind, I'm going to try to go at 3:11 p.m. as often as I can during the week when I'm not doing This Week in Sports Betting. As far as the programming, no, we are doing episode 6 of This Week in Sports Betting on Friday at 3 p.m. right here on my YouTube channel. It'll be me, TJ Saltdog, and Tanner Kern. So looking forward to that. Definitely going to go over NBA and NHL playoffs as well as the MLB. And I'll give you some picks for the Preakness this weekend in horse racing. That being said, I got to go through a quick recap from yesterday. Not the greatest day. 1-2 yesterday. I took the Mariners. They lose 3-0 to the Blue Jays. I took the Cards. They lost 3-1 to the Mets. And then NHL, St. Louis Blues, plus 1.5 on the puck line. That hit. 3-2 overtime win for the Avalanche. So that's the win from yesterday. The NHL baseball was not kind to me. So we're going to move forward and try to get the record going in a better direction. 1-2 for Tuesday, 18-27 for me. I just got to get that better. 186, 180, and 6 all-time. So the all-time record's taking a hit, and we're trying to keep it over 500. DraftKings, nice. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 picks for today, and I've spent most of my day trying to figure out what I wanted to take in baseball. And I usually like to give out straight plays. I just couldn't do it today. I decided to go with a 2-team money line parlay as an official pick this time. So there was 2 that I really liked, and I'm going to give you a trend. If the Mets are 12-1 after a loss, and they lost the game last night in the doubleheader to the Cardinals. Plus, they've got Max Scherzer on the mound. I mean, he's lights out, so I feel like the Mets gotta have a win today. Minus 190 is too much juice, so I'm not going to give it straight. I found something I like that I'm going to parlay it with. It looks like the Astros are the better team when it comes to the Astros and the Red Sox. They've had their number all series. They've had their number for years, realistically. So for the Astros, minus 135. If you combine that with the Mets at minus 189, you get a plus 167. So you get a plus money 2-leg MLB money line parlay. The Astros have Luis Garcia going today, 2.94 ERA, 3-1 start against Nick Pivetta. For the Red Sox, 5.08 ERA, 1-4 start. The Mets have Max Scherzer on the mound. He's got a 2.66 ERA and a 4-1 start against Jordan Hicks for the Cardinals, 4.15 ERA, 1-3 starts. So I'm liking the odds on both those teams to win today. I don't like the juice, so I'm going to combine them and get plus money. That's my one play, a 2-team money line parlay, Astros and Mets in MLB. Not now. NBA tonight, 9 o'clock. I'm going to go with the Dallas Mavericks, plus 5.5 against the Golden State Warriors on TNT Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Dallas looked really good in Game 7. They looked really good against the Suns. I know Golden State's got the Splash Brothers, the whole thing going on. Luka Magic, he can put up as many points as he wants tonight. The matter is going to be Brunson, Dinwiddie, Bullock, these kind of guys. Who shows up, and hopefully at least 2 of these guys show up in somewhat of a major way, hitting clutch shots. And that's what it's going to take for the Mavs to cover that spread. And I don't think they're going to win tonight, but I think that they can keep this game very close against Golden State in Game 1. And then we'll move over to the NHL. And I'm taking the New York Rangers at the Carolina Hurricanes under 5.5 goals, plus 100 over at MGM. It's Game 1, Round 2, 7 p.m. ESPN. I think this series has the potential to be the best under series. So I know that both of these teams in their prior series in round 1 against other opponents have hit a lot of overs. But in round 2, I just think the defense is going to tighten up. The goaltending is going to tighten up, and we're going to see some unders. Most books have it listed at 6. I have it at 5.5. MGM has it listed at 5.5 at plus 100. Any other book, you can probably move it half a point and hopefully get about even money on it. Das, what about total for the Mets over 3.5? I like that too. Minus 140 is less juice. That's correct. If you don't like the Astros, that's an option for you. I like the Astros and Mets combined. And I am taking the Mavs with the points tonight, plus 5.5. So I'll recap these plays. I will remind you that I am going to try to keep doing the 3:11 p.m. thing as often as I can. So, time permitting. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to do a show between 9:30 and 10 o'clock, probably around 9:30, try to get it out and done before anybody that I network with goes on. Bet the Day's on at 10 o'clock. Tanner Kern, check him out, 3-team parlay sports. I'll probably be watching that show, maybe or maybe not be in the comments, depending on how quickly I need to get ready and get moving. I am shooting tomorrow, playing golf at late tee time, 12:30 p.m. on the East. And then check out Johnny Hahn Wins, Bodon Wins, and T-Mac. Those guys are going at 1 o'clock tomorrow. I will not be on the show. I won't be in the comments. I'll be swinging a golf club. But check those guys out as well. And then it'll be, yeah. A lot of people are on Golden State tonight. Golden State's the big favorite. I understand that. I'm not saying the Mavs are going to win this game. I'm saying the Mavs are going to cover 5.5 points. I think that they got a good chance of doing that. And I don't think they're getting blown out. So Mavs first quarter. What's the line on that, Das? Anyhow, tomorrow is going to be an early drop, 9:30, something like that. I'll go live. Friday, 3 p.m. is This Week in Sports Betting, Episode 7, NBA, NHL, MLB, and the Preakness, horse racing this weekend. Previews for all of that. And if you get any other special guests, maybe they've got some extra stuff that I'm not sure about right now currently. Monday, coming back next week, as many days as I can. I'm going to try to go live right here at 3:11 p.m. on BP311's Weekday Sports Picks. I think it's a good thing. It doesn't clash with anybody else that I like to follow and watch and be active in the comments for. And I think it makes sense. BP311, 3:11 p.m. NHL, Rangers, Canes under 5.5, plus 100 at MGM. MLB, I got the Astros and the Mets combined on a money line. 2-team parlay at plus 167, and I'm taking the Mavs plus 5.5 total game to cover. If you want the Mavs first quarter, they're plus 130. That's the Das Diggity in the comments live. Thanks for checking me out live today, Das. The show's going to be a little bit shorter than normal. I will tell you one more trend. I told you about the Mets 12-1 after a loss. The Lightning are 15-0 in the postseason after a loss with Vasilevsky in the net. So they did win game 1. So that doesn't really apply here. But I don't think they're going to sweep. I don't think they're going to sweep the Panthers. So when they go down, next game, jump on them. I don't care where they're at. Doesn't matter. Both teams are in Florida anyway, realistically. But Das is also liking the Mets team total over 3.5 at minus 140. So a lot of ideas out there for you. I had a couple parlays, but a lot of this game's already started in the MLB. Had Burns over 8.5 strikeouts. He's already pitched 5 innings with 5 strikeouts, so that's not looking great for me right now. I've got Scherzer over 7.5. Those are combined. I had Rays first half minus half a point. That's already happened. So some of this parlay stuff that I had earlier, I can't really give out now because it doesn't make any sense. The games have already started. I will give you this. I did jump on this. I was watching Bet the Day. Tanner took both the Flames and the Hurricanes in a 3-way to win in regulation, get better odds there. You combine those at the plus 290. I am on that tonight. Not my pick. It's a combination of 2 of Tanner's picks that I put into a parlay and got better numbers on it. I think that's it, guys. Like I said, 9:30 tomorrow morning, 3 o'clock This Week in Sports Betting, episode 6 on Friday. Coming back next week as often as I can at 3:11 live. I want to thank Das Diggity for coming on and getting interactive, chatting live with me here on the show. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. And I'm looking forward to Friday with Tanner Kern, TJ Saltog, BP311, This Week in Sports Betting at 3 p.m. In the meantime, keep it profitable.